Oh,
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dead Funny Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Joined today is my co-host, Kelsey and JoJo. Yeah.
Hello. Guys, I have an all play for us. I'm going to let you know a small bit of information, and then as I go, I want you to see if you can guess what happened. So, Texas. On Friday, Texas sent out Amber Alerts. Do you guys know what Amber Alerts are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They are the alert that goes out to parents all across the state when a child goes missing, right?
Correct.
There are 29 million people in Texas. So on Friday, an Amber Alert went out, and I'm going to go through the descriptors of the person that is missing. And when you know who it is, shout it out. You both know who this is.
John F. Kennedy.
What was that?
John F. Kennedy. Is it John F. Kennedy?
No.
Damn.
So the person that is missing is male, 16 pounds.
Me.
3 feet, 1 inch. 28 years old, has red hair, blue eyes, was last seen, you'll know it in a minute, was last seen wearing a striped shirt, overalls, wielding a very large knife.
Oh,
it's
Chucky?
like a Chucky doll.
Yep, they sent out an Amber Alert 3 times in one day for Chucky.
How?
So what happened was, I think they were using they have Chucky as a test for the system to kind of see when things go through, and that included like a picture of the Chucky doll, and they were trying to run a test and they accidentally sent it out, but they sent it out more than once, and then the creator actually saw that this Amber Alert got sent out and like tweeted it and was like, please find them. So I thought this was an amazing piece of modern news.
There's a YouTube channel out there that I like to watch called RCDC World, I believe. And they do a lot of very interesting content, but they have one where, I think it was how scary movies would be if the entire cast was black. That's what it was. And they did Chucky. And the dude's just sitting there and he's playing a game, and the guy comes in with this Chucky doll and he's holding him by the hand. He's like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, a body, man. I thought he looked clean. He's all like, bro, get it the fuck out of here. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he's all like, seriously, get it the fuck out of here. And they're arguing, and then the dude looks down and sees that the Chucky doll's not in his hand anymore, but he's like all the way over in the corner just standing there with a knife. And he's like, okay, how to get over there, man? How to get over there, man? He's like, I don't know. How to get over there, man? He's like, either you gonna take that back or he's gonna be your new roommate. You choose. It's like these 6 guys that live in a house, and they're fucking hilarious. Oh, they've got so many good fucking videos. They've got, they got big because they did this thing called Anime House, where they would all pick like an anime character and do like a, the kind of like the real world house type situation, which is fucking hilarious. And then they did Video Game House, and then they did my stuff that I like to watch, whereas they went and did like, it was like battles, but it was theme songs. So they did like new cartoons versus old cartoon theme songs, and like new anime versus old anime, video games and shit like that. I thought that was really, really cool. But yeah, they have a lot of ones, and my favorite one out of that video that I was just talking about was whenever they do Jeepers Creepers. Because in the first one, like, you got the car's drive, or no, it's the second one. The bus is driving, and then they see the main character that died in the last one being like, go back, go back. So they're redoing that scene, and they're driving, and all 3 of them in the car like, hell yeah, dude. The party's going to be lit tonight. Hell yeah, hell yeah. All of a sudden, they see that dude. He's like, go back, go back. And he's like, man, he looks distraught as fuck. And then he's just like, go back, go back. And then he's like, he's telling us not to go that way. And the driver looks at him, he's like, well, guess there's nothing for us that way. Stops the car, puts it in reverse, and goes the other way. I was like, oh my god. I was like, well, guess it's nothing for us that way. Oh, shit cracked me up. But yeah, that fucking made me think of that. I was watching that video, I want to say, like a couple days ago, and I was cracking up laughing about it. Oh, man.
There's a pretty funny... Yeah, Amber Alert on Chucky. I legitimately laughed out loud, and unfortunately, my husband was like doing something, and so I just kept like running into the room where he was in, so I could tell him about it. And he was busy for a very long time before finally I'm like, he's like, "What is going on?" I'm like, "Amber Alert for Chucky," and he's like, "I don't care that much."
But it's Chucky.
So
man,
that
that's funny.
was today's precious moment.
Good Lord. So I have a gripe, and it's going to be an interesting one because this is kind of different from my normal rants that I go on here, and I'm trying to bring up this article that I read because what was said at the very end of it was fucking hilarious. But who here is a fan of Popeyes chicken? Louisiana chicken.
The
Popeyes
chicken?
Louisiana chicken.
Yeah, pretty
Popeyes is good restaurant, right? Fucking great. Fucking love it. Oh my god. So they got rid of their Cajun rice. What the actual fuck? It's literally their top performing side. Their top performing side, Cajun rice. They got rid of two sides, Cajun rice and green beans, right? So here's my issue. They released a statement. They just took it completely off the fucking menu. Didn't tell anybody they were doing it, and then released a statement like a week later when people were like, "What the fuck? Why is there no Popeyes like Cajun rice?" That's how much people love this shit, right? I love this shit. Like it's fucking amazing. Anyways, so they take it off and they release a statement, and it says, "We like to listen to our fans and listen to our customers, and we have taken some serious feedback." And we have now taken Cajun rice completely off the menu. Who the fuck gave this feedback? First off, I want to know, because right now on Twitter, Reddit, everywhere there is a huge outrage about the fact that this is gone. So I don't know who the fuck they got it from, right? What cracks me up is this dude wrote this article about it because, once again, like I said, literally fucking came out of nowhere. Damn it, I don't know if I can fucking find the article. But anyways, the best part was that they got rid of two sides, which was the Cajun rice and the green beans. So he's doing this whole thing about how the Cajun rice is gone. And at the very end, he goes, "Oh yeah, and the green beans are gone too, which they can burn in hell, which is where they belong." That was so fucking good. Like, because I'm like heartbroken reading this, and out of nowhere, I just started laughing. And everybody's like, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" Because I was on the mic, and I was like, "This dude is pretty fucking funny, but I'm not gonna lie." It's just like, "Oh yeah, green beans are gone. They can burn in hell where they belong." But yeah, so I've already made my fucking voice known about this on fucking Twitter. So if for some reason, Popeyes, if you watch this, go fuck yourself. I'm not coming back until you bring my goddamn Cajun rice back. I was so upset. So upset.
Is that actually a threat you're going to stand by?
Yeah, I literally was eating Popeyes at least once every 2 weeks. I've not had Popeyes since they've taken Cajun rice off the menu. And I love their chicken sandwich. I would get that and a large Cajun rice every fucking time. Every fucking time. And now, no. I don't order from Popeyes anymore. I don't go to Popeyes anymore. No.
And if they bring it back, you'll
I'll
just
go.
like...
I will legit go. 100% bring it back. I'll go. I'll be there. I'll be there. But if they're going to do some shit where it's limited time, I'll cut my losses. Move on.
I feel like McDonald's figured out with some pretty heavy backlash that was not a smart thing to do.
Well, apparently that memo didn't make it over to Popeyes, so...
Oh yeah, there's that thing, like Taco Bell stopped having all their potatoes, like, last year in the summer or something, and then have finally come back and said, "Nah, okay, yeah, we heard you, and you like potatoes, so
how do you?"
That's a pretty human thing, liking potatoes, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
So I guess quick question. Maybe I just get too upset whenever fucking things don't go my way. Maybe I'm just a spoiled fucking baby. I don't know, but
I wouldn't say it that way.
I feel like if you run a food place, right, and your entire menu is based around 3 meats, and you run out of one of those meats, that's pretty fucking unacceptable, is what I feel like. I feel that's pretty unacceptable.
I mean, are you giving shit to a fast food chain for having like supply chain difficulties in the middle of coronavirus, where people were trying to stay out of meatpacking plants to like not get COVID? Because I feel like that's a totally legit reason.
I would say that, except for the fact that COVID's been here a year and this was recent. So I feel like at this point,
Really? Because I heard about this at the
what
beginning of the
no,
like
no,
what?
no. This literally was during Christmas. This happened when my mom was up here. It was literally an order I placed for me and her. I ordered some burritos, and they literally was like, "Yeah, we only have enough meat to make one of your burritos." It's like,
Oh wow.
really? I feel like that's your entire menu is based around these three meats and what you can do with these three meats, and you literally have none of one of them. That to me seems pretty unacceptable. That's all I'm saying. I was not happy.
Well,
I felt like
yeah.
calling them up, waiting like half an hour, calling them up, and then placing like a huge like $500 order, and wait until the very end and be like, "Oh yeah, and I want all this to be steak," and then them being like, "Oh, we don't have any steak." I'm like, and so you don't want my $500? Damn. Okay, well, I guess I'll just walk away.
They can't.
I don't,
can't apparate meat into existence that they don't have. I guess it's.
and I don't think
I'm sure
they're
they
going to
would
be
like
like,
to have had them.
It's one of those
Yeah.
things though, where it's like I just feel like it's impossible for them to not have it. I feel like maybe that was the last of what they had going for the morning, and they weren't ready to make the new one yet. They're just being lazy. Like this is definitely one of those
I don't know.
restaurant chains that I could see that being a thing, and them just not doing it. So I don't know.
I'm gonna guess that's not what happened. Just because the people that I know that work in fast food, like that have never, the chain bends over backwards for their customers and hang whatever the people that are running the darn thing want. And so I think the effect that you would have of placing a $500 order and then changing it at the last minute would just like, you'd feel like you were making a point, but I don't know that the point would actually be felt by the company. If that makes
I
any
don't care if
sense.
the company.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
It would be
bad.
directed at
I don't give a shit
a
about
person
the
who
company.
didn't have a say in the process, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they're not in
guy
charge of
who answers
ordering.
The phone to take orders did not.
That's where I
handle the
disagree.
meat
That's where I
supply.
disagree. That is where I disagree. Because
Really?
this chain is more about franchises. So
Oh, sure,
all
yeah.
these are individually owned. So I completely disagree with you there.
The person who answers the phone may not be the manager.
It might not be
It's going to
the
be like
person. Yeah,
front
but
desk, front guy, and he's going to be like, well, yeah, I didn't.
who knows? Maybe I was mad enough to be like,
I didn't control the
fucking
trucks.
let me talk to your manager. Who fucking knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just a slight little bit of anger because it's like really,
It's like frustrating. Okay.
Oh, it's
You-
very
you
frustrating.
got
I was
that.
pissed. I was not happy. But
I got McDonald's earlier, and they fully didn't They left out the fries entirely. And
that's
Okay,
that's bad.
that's
That's a bummer. Yeah, but also you can't do it's Uber Eats or whatever, and you can't do anything about it. They refund you the $5, and you move on with your life.
yeah.
Did you get enough to eat, or are you dying? Are you wasting away over there?
I'll eat something more later. I had 10 nuggets still. I don't know. I'll survive.
You're not going to pass out on us?
Nah, not now. I took a nap immediately afterward.
As one does on a belly full of nugs.
So speaking of these delivery apps, right? I got a bone to pick with one of them since we're in this one aspect already, right? I'm just gonna change to another one. I don't care about saying the name of this thing because I don't really give a shit. Fuck you, DoorDash, right? DoorDash, fuck them, fuck them in the ass. Fuck you, DoorDash. So they specifically have a spot in there that says, "Do not," or you could choose. Do you want your order being left at your door, or do you want the order handed to you? Now, I understand during COVID, we got a little bit of different things going on. That's fine, right? Every person does the same thing. They come up, they ring my bell, I let them in because I'm in a locked building, and then they put the food on the floor inside. Completely acceptable. Some of them walk all the way up and hand it to me with a mask on. Completely acceptable. Don't care. Either way, those are completely fine. What's not okay is whenever you live like a normal person where there's an outside to your house and they just decide to leave your food on the ground in the dirt twice while it was raining, once while it was snowing. That shit's not okay.
Yeah.
That shit's not okay. So by the time this happened for the third time, I get pissed enough because the dude literally messaged me just saying, hey, your food's outside. I'm like, why didn't you bring it in? I kid you not, this driver responds to, did you want me to walk it up and feed it to you too?
What?
Excuse me, bitch?
Okay, come on.
I could not keep the texting in me on that one. No, me and him went back and forth over text message. I was like, you are more than welcome to come back. We had this conversation in person. Coronavirus or not, you fucking drive right on back. Didn't happen, obviously. But man, I was not okay. And they did nothing about it. They literally was like, oh. I was like, so this is, you let your employees, I know they're all subcontractors, but you let your employees talk to your customers that way? I literally fucking saved the message, sent it off. Like, all I said was, why didn't you bring it inside whenever it was snowing? Why did you leave it outside in the snow? That's all I said. And that was his direct response. So what was I supposed to do? Walk up and feed it to you as well? I think his exact words were, walk up and put the food directly into your mouth is what you wanted from me.
Wow. Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, no. I think it's very valid to be mad at that dude. What?
I was pissed.
Yeah, that is terrible customer service, and that is
fucking livid.
No.
I was not okay
not
with
okay.
that. I was fucking pissed. I was like,
I'm
I wish you
really
came
upset
back.
that they didn't do anything about it. I mean, it's possible they didn't do anything about it because you had a little bit of an altercation with him afterwards. But I'm surprised that there was no, like, hey, they shouldn't talk to you like that. We'll talk to him. Like, nothing.
I don't feel... So that's an issue that I have. Because I've actually heard that from a couple different people now. Not about this instance, but about the other instances that happened, not necessarily pertaining to me. The aspect that if an employee gets in an altercation with a customer and the employee starts the altercation and the customer then chooses to continue the altercation, that doesn't null out what happened in the first place. You are at your job. You are on the clock. It is your job to be professional. No ifs, ands, buts about that. It is your job to be professional. Unless I go outside of my bounds as a customer to disrespect you in any kind of way, then that's a different scenario. I read my message for you word for word what I said. I did not step outside my bounds. Everything that happens after that doesn't matter what I said. Doesn't matter what I said. They broke that professional relationship first. There should 100% be repercussions to the employee on that one. 100%. I don't care where it was at. If I go to Best Buy and go to check out something and I'm just upset, so hey, hurry the fuck up, he has 100% right to walk away from that counter. But if it's the shoes reversed and it's taking me a while to get my card out and he's like, hey, can you hurry it up? I have other people I have to check out and he has an attitude with me. It's a different story. I can say whatever I want to. You chose to have an attitude with me first. You broke that professional relationship. I feel like in today's society, we've gotten so weird with customer service. It's absolutely ridiculous. Whenever I was in retail, you couldn't even fucking have a slight attitude with somebody or you would lose your fucking job. I don't know when that changed, but that's crazy. That's crazy to me that there's so many companies that I see this shit happen all the time now where these employees lose their shit first and it's like, it's on the customer because they decided to also be part of the conversation. Fuck that. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There is a social contract of you are supposed to be professional. You are at your job. This is what you get paid to do. You are supposed to treat me with the respect of a customer who is coming in and spending my money at your store, your establishment. That is that social contract. That is your job. That's what you get paid to do. If I break that contract,
I do think for a long time we had and I would argue this is still true, abuse is coming at the retail workers in like ridiculous numbers, and this belief that the retail worker could never respond to that abuse. They just had to be perfect and just take that abuse. And one of my favorite people in the entire world worked as a retail worker. She got abused a lot at her job when they were abusing her for things that she had no control over. Like if she worked at Panera and people are just like, oh my God, why did the cost of the salad go up? And they would like call her a bitch. And it's like, I'm working at the counter. Like I have legitimately no power in this relationship. Like there's nothing. I cannot do this.
But that's not where the truth is though, because as retail, once again, I spent the entire beginning of my life working retail to retail to retail to retail, multiple establishments. We've always had the right to refuse service. That's always been a thing. Always been a thing. 100%. It's never changed. Someone comes in and calls you a bitch. At that point, I have nothing else to do with you. If you get loud, I call the cops. Game over. Done. That's it. That's it. 100% how that interaction goes.
And you may have felt confident that your employer would support you through that situation. She didn't.
Right. I guess that's the issue. If the people above you are not cool about that.
Yeah.
But with this
Then you
thing
don't work
specifically,
there.
you had a full-on legitimate grievance, I feel, with this guy to begin with.
Yeah.
And so for him to then get like weird about it is doubly like DoorDash already sort of like should have given you some sort of refund credit or something for this guy throwing your food into a wet zone.
Yeah.
So like for them to then not do anything,
Yeah.
That's weird and shitty.
It is.
I think you are in the right on this. It sounds like.
I'm just saying. I see it all the time now, where I see, and I get it. Like I get that there's this new fucking thing about let's fucking talk shit to employees and fucking film it because it's fucking funny. Da 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 da. But that 100%, like I said, is still there. We have the right to refuse service. If you have an employer that's not cool with that, you shouldn't work there. Let's just plain and simple. Fucking do what you have to do to fucking take care of yourself. But I mean, it's like being with a fucking, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to compare it to like an abusive spouse or some shit, but still.
Yeah, that might not be the best comparison to draw.
You are the fucking master of your own destiny. If you want to fucking be treated like shit sitting behind a counter at a fucking Blockbuster, we'll pick a fucking place that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
at a fucking Blockbuster, that's your choice.
If you treated like a Blockbuster, you're out of luck.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Did you? Oh my god! So I don't feel we have enough time to get into the whole stock conversation, which at some point I want to get into that because I have a lot of people that watch us that have been asking my opinion on this because they don't actually understand what short selling is, and I actually would like to educate people on that. But
sure,
don't have enough time for that. But what
I love that the people are asking you, not the accountant on the channel. They're asking you. Cool. No, I want you to explain it.
You don't stream, Kelsey.
That's true.
Or they probably would ask you. They're probably going to want your fucking input on it. Anyways, because there's all those memes out there, and I don't think a lot of people actually understand the actual situation because they don't understand what short selling is. But anyways, so that aside, like I said, we just don't have time for that right now because that's a long conversation. But what I do want to point out was the fact that Blockbuster official tweet or official Twitter tweeted that shit out of it was like, hey, at Reddit, just do your thing. It's like, bro, ain't nobody coming to rescue you, dude. Just fucking die off, all right? We all forgot you existed a while ago. Just fucking die off.
Still exist in like a capacity where you can buy stuff.
I think that there's actually a Blockbuster store still open. I think it's literally like one Blockbuster store or some shit like that.
They finally closed that one.
I was gonna say I thought there was one left in Alaska, and I thought they closed it because they tried to do this whole thing with selling off. Oh God, who was it? Russell Crowe's like some of his memorabilia and putting it there so that way people would travel to Alaska to see his cod piece, and it didn't bring in enough tourists, so I thought they closed.
I don't know. Either way, I was like, come on, dude. Like no one's coming to your rescue. You're done. Like,
also,
fuck.
Can we briefly talk about a financial strategy based on, hey, people want to look at a thing that Russell Crowe once put his dick in, and we're gonna bank on that moving forward.
Yeah, it depends. Like, how long ago was this? Because in 20, that sounds like a terrible deal.
To be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, we do live in an age where people buy other people's bathwater. So this is a weird time.
Sure.
A very weird time. And if you're taking offense that I'm calling you weird for buying someone else's bathwater, I'm not apologizing for that. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I feel like that's one I can stand by.
That's fucking weird.
But at the same time, I don't want to shame people for their kink. Like, have your kink, and I guess if you don't have somebody in your life, nope, I'm actually not going to shame them for buying bathwater. If that's your kink, there's a market for it, and it's not hurting anybody. So sure, enjoy your bathwater, bro.
Except for the people who want to drink it because they think that they can fucking, I guess, taste the person that was in it. So there was a lot of that shit going on too. So at the same time, I guess they're hurting themselves. So then once again, that's on you, I guess. So yeah, it's fucking disgusting. But
I don't like it.
Well,
It's also just putting a lot of faith in that person to. How do you know?
To
Water-
not have
water-
worms.
Water looks like just water looks like water, man. Like, how do you know that she's sending you the real stuff?
well,
My concern is worms, and your concern is that you're getting tipped. Totally fair.
Like, I mean, is she taking baths in enough of a volume to produce that much that she's selling, right? Like,
from what I know,
feel like
because a lot of this
diluted
shit happens on Twitch, there are people who actually do bath streams where they're in bikinis.
Bath stream.
Yes. Dude, there's fucking sleepover streams where you literally go in there and they're just asleep. And you can just be there while they're asleep. It's fucking weird. It's fucking
There's no fucking
weird.
way I'd fall asleep with a camera watching me. Fuck that noise.
They do it. They do it. Sleepover streams. It happens. They do it. It's fucking weird. It's weird.
What happens when one of the people farts in their sleep?
I guess
it's
that's on
hilarious.
camera.
People laugh all over the world.
My guess would be is that they just fucking they mute it and then they're just like, oh, it was just that quiet in my house. That'd be my guess. I don't know, but
Yeah, maybe.
My guess is people that are doing this aren't prepping for whether or not they fart in their sleep.
I don't know. I know that there's some big time streamer females that do this shit all the fucking time. So yeah, it happens. But yeah, so then they stream themselves taking the bath while they're in a bikini, and then after they get out, they then stream themselves bottling it up and getting ready to sell. So I guess there's the authentic there.
Okay, I need a clarification question here. So, are they touching themselves and being sexy in the bath? Or are they just like, yep, washing my hair and like getting the pits clean and like behind the ears and all right, I'm jumping out now?
I'm not going
or like,
to answer that question. What I am going to do is, Kelsey, one day I want you to just go to Twitch, and I don't want you to type anything in. I just want you to look for the just chatting section and click on it. You don't even have to scroll down. You don't even have to scroll down. That's how confident I am that you will get an accurate vision of what Twitch's just chatting session is for these top female streamers. You don't even have to click on a stream. Thumbnails alone. Thumbnails alone. I guarantee you will see within the first 2 rows probably 2 pool party sessions, a bath session, trying out these different outfit section. Like, yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I guarantee you won't get past the first 2 rows without seeing cleavage in every single thumbnail. And I mean like major cleavage in every single thumbnail. It is definitely a sex sales environment. It is 100% a sex sales environment. And I'm not blaming anybody for it. Do you? I mean, you get the money. Fuck it. Do you? I'm not going to blame shit. If I could do it, I would, but nobody's paid to see this shit. So, do you?
oh my god, I so love the image, JoJo, of you in your house being like, no, Mom, I need to I need to stream my bath, get out. Sorry. We can cut that if you don't like it.
No, what? Yeah, no, my baths aren't. I don't take baths.
I don't take baths. Get out of here, Kelsey.
You would if you were making money off of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll be in there with a rubber ducky and everything. Let's fucking go, dude. Ease, 100%.
Get some candles, get some wine, let's be in there.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, so, I imagine they don't have to do much or anything. It's simply they're lounging in a bath. They're not doing it for cleanliness. They're not shampooing, I don't think. But also I don't think they have to, like, be too touchy about themselves either, because it's just they need some sort of plausible deniability that they're not explicitly doing a sex thing on Twitch, you know. So
I looked in on one stream just out of curiosity, because obviously, you know, I'm in the fucking industry, so out of curiosity to see, and it was very much the situation of I'm gonna wear the skimpiest bikini possible, hair's all done. You know, all done up and everything.
Makeup's done, I'm sure.
Makeup's done, and it's like the suds are, you know, like breast down, and they're just sitting there talking like there's no actual anything else going on. So, People do it.
Huh.
And this specific person, I jumped in on one of her fucking sleepover streams because I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought maybe it was like, hey, I got a whole bunch of other Twitch streamers over here. We're all doing a sleepover stream. And I was wrong. She was dead asleep on the fucking floor with her camera watching her. And there was over 500,000 people watching this. Over 500,000 people.
You know, honestly, that's a level of hot that I would aspire to and never attain. Being hot enough that 500,000 people will watch you sleep.
You couldn't even see her.
Attention.
She literally couldn't even see her. She's literally laying on the... I mean...
Even hotter, clearly.
It's crazy.
She's that hot. That's amazing.
It's fucking crazy. And I mean, it's not like 500,000 people just sitting there. Like, chat was just through the roof. Like, you couldn't even read a fucking sentence because that's how fast it was going.
What were the chats about? Was it people like planning international coups, or was it people like, oh, did you see she twitched a little bit? Like, what the hell were they saying?
Believe it or not, I'm not anywhere near as entertained by watching someone sleep as the rest of the chat was. So I literally jumped in, saw that she was asleep on the floor, saw that chat was going off, and then left. Moved on. I don't really watch Twitch. It's the weird part. I don't know a lot of people like me where it's like they stream, but they don't like to watch other streamers. I grew up in a household, I guess, because my dad gamed and my brother gamed, that I guess fighting for the game system was a normal thing. So I don't like watching other people play games. It's not fun to me. I watch somebody play a game and I'm like, why am I fucking doing this? Why don't I just go play the fucking game myself? I follow people to support them, sure. And if I'm like, for instance, the last time I jumped in JoJo stream, I definitely was playing a game and I just had him up on my other monitor to fucking interact with him. Like I can't just sit there and watch somebody play a video game. It's not fun to me. I'm literally just like, sweet. All right, cool. All right, see ya. Like I literally jump in to my friend streams all the time and I instantly minimize it and I'm just there for conversation. I just keep chat up and that's all I do.
Yeah, I mean, I would just be like half watching something like that while doing mindless side quests in Yakuza or something. You know, it's not.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Sit and focus on for sure.
Yeah, I can't do it. And I know, like, I've got really good friends, best friends, that, like, hardcore, like, Twitch is probably their number one source of entertainment. And it's like, I don't know how. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it, man. Ugh, nope, can't do it. I get too bored. Too easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little interesting world I just let Kelsey into.
Yeah, my mind is very blown.
Yeah.
I'm recovering.
Yeah.
Sleepover streams.
Sleepover streams, yeah.
People's creativity. The bathwater thing bugs me too, but I feel like that probably came as a request and then it just became popular. That's going to be my guess. And somebody wasn't just like, bitch is going to buy my bathwater. Like, I'm really hoping it didn't start that way.
Yeah, my guess would probably be that somebody did a bath time stream and I'm guessing saw in the chat like, oh, I'd totally buy that bathwater. And then a whole bunch of people said, oh, I'd buy that bathwater too. And that was like, I got an idea. Once again, no judgment. Yeah, no judgment from the people who are doing it as far as selling the bathwater. You're making your fucking money. Make your fucking money. I don't know if there's any kind of like legal things behind that with the fact that there's chemicals and shit in it. I'd maybe have to put like a sticker that says do not drink on it. I don't fucking know. But like I said, make your fucking money. No judgment here. If I could fucking get paid to do it, I'd do it. But ain't nobody fucking signing up to watch me in a fucking bathtub. So here I am.
Yeah, that feels like something that started as a joke. Like it was like, haha, what do you want? You want? I'm gonna sell this bathwater. I'm Belle Delphine or whatever. I'm glad you
said her name. I'm pretty sure she started it. I am almost 100% sure she started it.
And like it actually sold out, and she's like, wait, what?
Wait.
Actually, a business model now. And then it happens, but I don't feel like it started sincerely. You know, like.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's very. I don't personally understand.
It's weird.
The appeal.
Also, I feel like we just got to our subscriber goal. Like, if we get 1 million subscribers, Chris is gonna do a bathwater stream.
Fuck it, I'm down.
You probably only need. It's great if you have 500,000 people watching you, but if you have like a dedicated dozen weirdos, you could probably make some good money off of it. If they're just really, just really committed.
Yeah, just cultivate your weirdos.
Yeah.
Once again, man.
And just make sure they're like bathwater buying weirdos and not like I'm gonna show up at your house and murder you weirdos. That's the line you gotta walk.
It is another
Get out.
situation of seeing an industry start as something and quickly seeing that doesn't matter what the industry is, sex sells. 100% sex sells, regardless. Doesn't matter. It sells.
Well, not only sex, intimacy sells too. Like the
Yeah.
illusion of intimacy.
Oh yeah, that's why a lot of these guys get upset when they find out that these Twitch streamers, fucking spoiler alert, already had a boyfriend, possibly even engaged or a husband before you fucking showed up and was throwing hundreds of dollars at them and thought that, you know, that was your next girlfriend. Believe it or not, that's once again, I can't stand it when people get mad at fucking females for doing that. That is the dumbest thing in the world. It's like, this is not a new concept. Artists have been doing this for fucking years. Literally fucking years. It's the dream that there's a possibility that sells. That 100% sells. I was a big fan of Neo whenever he first came out. And he came out on the radio not that long ago, a couple years ago, talking about the fact that he was in a long-term relationship through the beginning of his career, but acted like he was single out in public because, once again, the idea that something could possibly happen sells 100%.
Titillating.
Yep. It's not a new concept, guys. It's not a new concept. It might be new to your world because it's now going into the gamer territory with Twitch and everything else, but it's not a new concept. Not a new concept. Every chick that you're talking to most likely, well, once again, every chick you're talking to most likely probably has a boyfriend. And even if they don't, just because you're there giving them attention doesn't mean that they owe you anything. Legitimately.
Can't support that enough.
Anything.
Yes, they do not owe you anything. All right, I'm done. I'm off
at
my
all.
political rocker for the day.
That shit just drives me up the wall where it's like, I spent all this money and you got a boyfriend? What the fuck's I got to do with her? Nothing. Fucking nothing. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Viewers get too entitled sometimes. So it's crazy to see all the backlash that these streamers get. It's nuts. And it's not even them. There's guys that get it too. It's not like I'm
Oh yeah,
barking up
there are
this one
definitely
side.
guys.
I'll never forget
Yeah, there
whenever
are guys
Ninja
like
came
that.
out and said, well, I'm not a Ninja fan by any means, but this fucking broke like fucking headline news for some goddamn reason. But whenever Ninja came out and said that he won't play with any girl streamer, he just won't do it, and everybody called him a sexist and a piece of shit. And he's all like, I have a wife. I don't want there to ever be any situation where I'm spending more time with a specific woman than my wife because gaming is my career. I do this the majority of my time. Don't want it. Not going to happen. Can't blame him for that. Cannot blame him for that. That's completely
That's him
fucking
intentionally protecting his relationship, and that's like
fair. None wrong.
as long as that's not being enforced on him, that's something that he's choosing as part of that relationship. Like, great, fabulous.
Yeah.
You do you.
100%. Yep. Because, I mean, I get it. I completely understand that. I mean, if you think about it, you stream fucking, 10 hours a day? Let's say you fucking develop a relationship as far as a streaming partner relationship with somebody, and fucking 10 hours a day, you're spending all that time with her, you get off, then what are you doing? Sleeping the majority of the rest of that time, and then spending a little bit amount of time with your wife? Not necessarily saying feelings would grow, but fucking, hey, you're one of the top watch streamers. I guarantee you fucking rumors will start very fucking quickly.
Well, rumors are start, and then just like natural intimacy forms, like assuming you're friendly with them before the cameras turn on, kind of thing. Like you're a relationship of some kind, just friendship is going to form, and that can get really strong, and that can feel dangerous to people who don't have as much of your time, even if it isn't dangerous.
Yep, 100%, exactly. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Everybody just needs to chill out. Fucking just take a chill.
Says the man who was ranting 5 minutes ago
about Cajun rice, Kelsey. This shit is real. Important things, exactly.
World of Cajun rice.
Fuck.
God, I lack perspective. Clearly,
You do.
Sorry.
Apparently, I'm literally gonna just fucking every day until like the next podcast. I'm just gonna shoot Kelsey a random picture of Cajun rice. Be like, I
want you to do it at weird hours of the day. Like, I want you to message me at like 2:35 in the morning with just this picture of rice because, like,
it has to be even weirder
tired
than that.
Kelsey.
It has to be even weirder than that. It could be 2:35. It had to be 2:38. You know, it can't be like
yeah.
It can't be like.
Absolutely, because I feel like real tired Kelsey rolling over and being like, "Oh, Chris clearly needs me. What's up?" And then just seeing Cajun rice. Gonna be a good time.
Oh man, that's great. Oh shit! But as we're getting close to wrapping up here, fucking super excited. We got PlayStation Play. What the fuck is that called? Oh my god!
What?
The fuck are you talking about?
Their PlayStation Play thing. They do a fucking show. It's like their own little E3, but it's all about like their Play Pass. What is that called? Play and Stay? Stay and Play? What is that called? Fuck! I can't. Stay to Play. Stay to Play. PlayStation Stay to Play. Stay to Play.
Yeah,
yes.
Right.
God damn.
Anyway. You're staring at a computer.
Look, Kelsey, don't come at me with your fucking dumb logic, okay?
I know. Anyways. It's the worst.
So, super pumped for Stay to Play because we got a lot of fucking news coming out about a lot of different games. And one series in particular, Final Fantasy. Can't wait. Oh my god. We're going to get information about 16. We're going to get information about 14 and the new DLC. And apparently a release date for 16. And from what I've heard from rumors from Square Enix, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 might be coming out at the end of this year. That would be nuts.
No, it's not. Get out of here.
That would be nuts, dude. That's the rumor.
I don't buy that.
I don't want to buy it either, but that's some strange shit happens. Whenever you finally take a company from being one company working on multiple projects to splitting it off into 3 companies that works solely on a project, you might get shit done a little bit faster. And they definitely did that.
It took a long time to do the other one. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we got teased about that for I don't know. I don't think they were working on that anywhere near as early as they said they actually were. I think they wanted to drum up fan hype to see if it would be worth it.
I think they also restarted it to some degree at some point.
Well, yeah, they had the third-party company that was on it, and then they switched.
Yeah, the second part won't take as long.
No,
and also they have assets already and stuff. But it's gonna be a while. I don't know. I guess it depends on how many parts they're cutting up into. Really.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. We've never gotten any kind of solid evidence on whether it's going to be a shit ton of parts or a couple. Yeah, they have no fucking clue. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I agree with you. I see 16 coming out before I see Part 2. I definitely see 16 coming out first. And I would much rather hear that 16 was coming out at the end of this year than Part 2. Not because I'm more excited for that one, but more I want them to take as much time with the remake that they possibly need. Let's get it right. 16, I don't know the story yet. I'm not as in love with the characters. I know I'm going to be. And I did hear they officially came out, because every fucking game does this. I don't know why. But they're comparisons, everybody does their comparisons. So the comparison officially for 16 is Dark Souls and Game of Thrones meets Final Fantasy. So that's
a lot.
I'm excited.
I'm curious how much that's just going to be an action game. I wonder.
I've called.
Does that game have a party?
Well, Well, yeah, that's true. I don't think so. I think you're just going to be rolling just solo character. I don't think you're going to have party. I don't think so.
That'd be a bummer. Because the best part's always. I'm never a main character guy. I want to hang out with Auron and Balthier and.
You're the
Faz.
fucking worst, dude. Well, you can't say Balthier. You gotta say Vaughn. Because we all know that Vaughn was the true side character in his own fucking video game. Balthier was 100% the main side character in that game. I love how it's Balthier is supposed to be the side character and Fran, and quickly Vaughn just disappeared into the fucking background. He went from being the main character to I'm the princess's bodyguard, nothing more. I've never seen somebody become so unirrelevant in their own game. I said that wrong.
I think it was conceptualized as Bash. Bash was supposed to be the main character, and then they made Vaughn. They promoted him because they needed someone who looked like Vaughn did, because that's what sells.
Oh yeah,
in Japan,
Yeah, the blonde,
couldn't have just a
crazy hair.
Protagonist.
Yeah, exactly. It's
okay.
nuts.
Just real quick, I'm playing this new Yakuza game, which is a JRPG. It's a turn-based RPG, but the main character is dude, and it's great. He's just a 40-year-old guy, and he's a weirdo, and you can have that. It doesn't have to be 20-year-old guy with feminine features like Vaughn. You can have just a dude
I don't
as the
know.
main character.
You can just have a dude, and it will be
I
fine.
agree. We can
fun.
do that not in Final Fantasy. I like the 20-year-old guys with the feminine features and the crazy fucking protagonist hair. I am all for that. I am all for that, dude. Cloud all day. I'm all for that.
I mean, Cloud's better than some of them, but like when they're stretching, when they're doing Vaughn, or even Titus, kind of, Titus is fine.
I can't get over the actual pronunciation of his name. Titus?
Yeah.
No, I can't. No, I can't do that. I can't fucking
Not
do that.
calling
Man.
somebody that.
No, I can't fucking do that. Fucking Titus. No. No, it's not happening. Not happening.
Yeah.
But no, I think it is just going to be the one character. I think we're only going to play as Clive. Everything that I've seen of gameplay, you only ever see Clive. So I think we're just going to run through as Clive. Now, the part that I do, I really wish that they would just keep it as him as a kid. I like that whole like era and everything that's going on a lot more than I think I'm going to like the adult version of Clive. And plus, I mean, Final Fantasy 3 was like the last time we actually played like the heroes as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, since then, everybody's, like, always in their 20s and older. Fucking Clive's, like, I think, like, 16 whenever you first get him. I don't know. Maybe it might be 18. I don't know. But either way, he's fucking...
Yeah, I mean, like,
he looks badass.
Teenager, I guess, or something.
He fucking looks badass.
Yeah,
That's all I want to say. He looks cool as shit, dude. He looks cool as shit. So I'm super excited for it. But I've been calling the Game of Thrones thing from the get-go. Because you have all these houses that pledge to all these Aeons. And apparently there's going to be like an actual karma-based dialogue system in the game. Once again, this is rumored. Nobody take me at my word here. This is rumored. Dialogue, karma-based system where like you can betray houses and shit. Like that can actually fucking happen. So I'm pretty fucking pumped about that. The Dark Souls, they're telling me that I'm about to have like an extremely hard Final Fantasy. I'm totally on board. Totally on board. I was gonna
say that's exactly the words you wanted to hear.
Totally on board. 100%. Like I'm still playing Skull, and that game makes me want to beat my face into my desk. But I fucking love it. It's so much fun. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I like Dark Souls just fine. I mean, I would.
Dark Souls.
I mean, it's cool.
Let's get it.
Very different.
Yeah.
That's.
Let's get it. I already told everybody. There's so many people because like we've kind of been getting like back into PUBG and back into this and back into that. And I'm like, guys, when that drops, I'm gonna I fell off the face of the fucking earth. I'll stream it. I'll stream the whole thing day one. But other than that, I'm not touching anything else. It's just gonna be me playing Final Fantasy 16. Like, oh, Chris is gonna play. Nope, not happening. Not happening. I'll be here for content. I can't just up and leave dead on it like that. But everything else, hey, nope, that's gone. Don't care. Don't care.
It turns out good. I'm there day one for the first time in a while. I mean, and 15 right away now. Oh my gosh.
Well, we're gonna have to get a PS5 though.
I have a PS5.
You son of a bitch! You got a PS5? Oh, I've got to get a PS5.
Oh yeah.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I got it. I got lucky and got one back in like November.
Nice,
nice.
I
found.
So
but it was a GameStop.
You didn't contribute to the forever endless cycle of scalping, then. So that's good.
No, yeah, I was just I follow a dude on Twitter who updates, tells you when stuff's in stock.
There you go.
Oreo64, and he helped me I got an Xbox also actually. So.
Oh, you got an X series?
Yeah. It just showed up like 2 days ago. It just got it.
Oh, okay.
Damn, and you're talking to us? Get away. Go play your game. I want to play on it. Go. I don't mean that. Don't leave. We need you.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're actually looking for a PS5 actively, I could try to help you out.
My thing with it was that I don't want to contribute to the scalpers. So that's why I wasn't going to buy it. Because everywhere I looked, it was only the scalpers that had it left at that time. I'm sure that they're out now. But it was more of the fact that, like, I'm not getting the Xbox. There's no point in me getting the Xbox. I have the Game Pass. Everything that comes out on the Xbox that I want to play goes to the Game Pass, and everything that goes to the Game Pass comes to my computer. So, yeah. No point for me getting the Xbox. But Final Fantasy has a goddamn fucking contract with Sony that they can't break. So, you're exclusive on Sony. I can't wait a fucking year after Final Fantasy 16 releases to play the game. It's not happening. It's not happening. Like, everybody's getting at me now, like, oh my god, Remake 7 Part 1 is about to come to computer. Are you going to get it? Yes. Absolutely. But you already have it on your PlayStation 4. Yes. I do. Well, why would you get on a computer? Because my computer will make it look 1,000 times better than my PlayStation 4 ever fucking did. Ever fucking did. So yes, I will be doing that.